Hi, welcome to Vea here. I have a space for you where we take some intuition and truth and we bring some transformation and clarity. I hear wrong path. You took the wrong path. If this resonates with you, please use your intuition to discern and leave the rest here if it doesn't, because I do channel for lots of energies, people, situations, and threads of energy. All right, let's see here. Dear Lord, what do we have? Wrong path. I see an easier path, and then I see a path that's more difficult. And the easy path was taken. Yeah, okay. I get the Fool reversed, and I got the Tower, and Six of Wands reversed. Okay, so let's look at the Fool. So this, I get it's a divine masculine that used some poor judgment and impulsiveness, a little overconfident, and they stepped into something without fully considering the consequences is what I get. And I feel like at the beginning it's exciting and it's new, but it's a risk, and they're not seeing the risk. I know what I'm doing, masking a lack of foresight. I think subconsciously it's there, but they've chose to ignore it is what I get. And I see, for some reason, naivety comes out, being naive. Not him, but I feel like he's chosen to be with a more naive partner. And he really values depth. And he really values emotional security because he's been wounded in the past. And I feel like that this isn't going to turn well for him. He just doesn't see it. He's overriding his caution and setting himself up. Okay, so the Six of Wands reversed. So this is the clearest card about ego taking a hit. Upright, the Six of Wands is recognition, victory, and admiration. But when it's reversed, it's indicative of embarrassment and loss of status. There's criticism involved and discovering that the hope of the triumph isn't actually a triumph. So in this decision that he made, this wrong path, there was embarrassment with it. And he's chosen to ignore that possible outcome. And I get he's abandoned something. He's abandoned something to save face in front of others. And, forfeited his responsibilities in a situation is what I get. I see art and I see awards for some reason. Art and awards. And then there's the Tower piece. Strongest card in the spread. So I feel like they're building a structure based upon unstable foundations and kind of being forced to change at some point is what I see. Doesn't necessarily mean catastrophe, but something which it's not going to be able to remain the way that it's going. There'll be a confrontation at some point is what I get. So denial, consequences, and then a sudden realization is going to come for this masculine. And something might happen that makes it impossible for him to maintain the story he's currently telling himself and others. The Tower tends to strip away appearances is what it does, and it exposes what's actually underneath. So if you're a divine feminine connected to this masculine, he's going to go through a dark night of the soul. If this resonates with you and you'd like a reading, do click the link in the bio.